So what's a root barrier? It's a barrier that you basically sever the roots and protect something. In most cases, we're trying to protect property, a home, a business, something along those lines. Around cities, they put root barriers around trees that they have in sidewalks to keep the sidewalks from moving. Why do the sidewalks move? Because when you change the moisture content of gumbo clay soils, or any type of clay soil actually, it expands and contracts. You dry it out, it shrinks. You get it wet, it expands again. Well, root barriers come in different depths, but you got to remember, tree roots on your typical oaks or mulberry trees, things like that, are in the top 18 inches. So if you stop at 18 inches, the tree root literally can go under the barrier. That's why I typically recommend a 3-foot barrier. That way the tree roots don't just grow under it. And if you're putting a barrier between, say, your house and the tree, do it in a half moon shape rather than just straight across. Again, you're wanting to avoid the tree roots hitting the barrier and just growing around it. They're really not going to make an S shape and keep going. So I recommend 3 foot. I also recommend using a high density plastic barrier rather than the bio barriers. And the main reason for it, if you use a bio barrier, moisture still travels through the soil to keep that tree watered. Where if you use a plastic barrier, the tree root hits the plastic barrier, it's not getting any moisture, it's done at that point. It'll grow the roots out in the opposite direction of the tree. And when you're putting in a barrier, you're typically only severing around 20% of the roots because you're not going all the way around the tree. So you're not in jeopardy of killing the tree, especially if you keep your trees trimmed, because the amount of moisture the tree needs is based on the leaves on the tree. So again, root barriers are a great way to maintain the moisture around your foundation. Never ever, though, root barrier a tree that's older than the home, because the soil under that foundation was already used to the tree taking the moisture out. And if you barrier that tree that's older than the home, the soil will start taking on moisture and lift the house higher than it was built. For more videos and tips like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel or go to thipro.com.